folks, there's nothing more fundamental than the state running around with eugenics courts set up 90 years ago, just doing whatever they want. And I mean, my film Endgame covers it, folks. Everybody's got to see it. Where the CPS would come and kill your baby. The CPS was set up where they would come, and if your baby was deformed or they said it was ill, they would smother it. And we have the newsreels of them killing children in the film. You will see them or refuse care to a baby. See, folks, once you know history, those that don't know history are doomed to repeat it, are doomed to repeat it. Once you know it, you know what you're seeing. And you heard the lawyer earlier knew about this. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the phone numbers. You guys want them to call. Do you want a request of the audience, Janet and Joe, that people call?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay, I'm going to ask the audience. You got our YouTube channel, that and the federal filing I did, got it turned back on. And that's millions of people will now see the truth because of you. I'm going to ask all of you. I know I've spent all day on this. There's a lot of other important things, but this is fundamental. And I couldn't eat yesterday. I couldn't sleep. Kind of good, though. I got on the scales this morning. I've been on a diet. I lost 3 pounds yesterday. I was so upset. Because it's so fundamental, and we've been conditioned just to accept this like it's normal. And seeing you crying yesterday, seeing that horror in your face, it totally registered with me. And to know we've got all this hell coming up, whatever it's going to be with these monsters, we need to hit them and hit them hard with the truth. Politely, but say, with the case of little Hailey, write this down, folks, Hailey at the Buda Elementary School. I want you to call the Buda AISD, the ISD, the Independent School District, not independent, federal brainwashing camp. I want you to call the city. I want you to call the county. I want you to call the police station. Now, here is the Hays County Sheriff's Office. Tell them that the CPS criminals are running wild. It's the sheriff's job to stop them strip searching, abusing, and like Soviet commanders, making her lie about her parents. Hays County Sheriff's Office, you need to call, file complaints about what's going on in that re-education center known as the Buda Bulldog Elementary Center. 512-393-7800, 512-393-7800. Call them. Did you guys get me the Buda Police Department? Where is it? It's on screen. Buda Elementary School. This is the most important one. Let them know. Don't harass Hailey anymore. Don't strip search her. Don't tell her to lie anymore or a little bruise on her leg. You people are nuts. They go from the schools giving you paddlings just 10 years ago to, this country's gone. 512-268-8449, 512-268-8449. Fax them at 512-295-2946. Call them, folks, 512-268-8449. Call them now. Or fax them, 295-2946. And you tell them it's going to be on TV here locally in Austin as well. Now, that's K2. What's K2? 1 through 2?
Kindergarten through second grade.
What grade is she in? Third?
She's in second.
Okay, that's perfect.
There's a uphill and downhill campus.
Uphill and downhill. This is the right one.
Yeah.
512-268-8449. Fax 512-295-2946. Hit them with news articles about the CPS abusing people. Hit them with our information. Let them know. Let them know we're fully aware of their activities. Look at this Buda Elementary School where children come first. Yeah. Putting them in FEMA camps comes first. Look at this article. Town Hall hires citizen snoopers as young as 7 to spy on neighbors. This is the type of news we've got. When I come back, final segment on this, I'm going to give you, I had the right number here. I want to give people the Buda phone number to their police station. And I've also got, I got the city council here, 512-312-0084, 512-312-0084. And I'll give you the mayor, Bobby Lane, who runs this operation. But this is a big deal. Even if you don't have children, this is a great evil going on. It's all part of the secret police society where somebody just says something and then the life's ruined. Just like Hannah Montana, the girl that plays that's now out saying pass the Cyberbullying Act, where if you say something hurt your feelings, it's 5 years in prison, huge fine, federal felony. No fly list where you can't own guns now, all introduced. I mean, these people mean business. We've seen this in the Soviet Union before. The way they implement things is like the Soviet Union with a little bit of Nazi. But the way they run the financial system is kind of like the Nazis. But the political system is like a Soviet communist system. And they've hired those people to consult and set this up. I mean, these are evil people. And they love being hard-hearted. Again, they're either trying to make money off the kids or they're pedophiles. Or they can't handle it and leave. Because there are some parents that are abusing, and they have TV shows about it and rationalize it and make parents look bad. I'm going to give you, the Hays County Sheriff's Office is the main one in the school with the kids. These are the people to call. 512-393-7800. Tell them shame on them strip searching a little girl and ordering her to take her pants off or she'd be getting in trouble. That's terrorism against a little girl. Shame on Hays County. You're going to get a name as bad as Williamson County. What a group of boss hog dirtbags down there. I hear a lot of bad stuff about you guys. You really are shameful people. 512-393-7800. You know, a lot of folks are moving out of Williamson County and stuff because you got a bad name. I mean, I guess you want one too. 512-393-7800, Hays County Sheriff's Office. Shame on you. The American people know what you're doing in the great history of the Soviet Union. Shame on you, Sheriff. 512-393-7800. Call them. Let them know the American people are aware of what's going on there at that Butte Elementary School and the sickening evil they're carrying out. 512-393-7800. And it looks like they may be targeting Hispanics. 512-393-7800. You call them and you tell them the whole world's watching, the lawyers are watching, and that these sheriff's deputies will be held liable individually if they engage in crime. Because I know they like to go into houses even without warrants and taser people and make up lies. You're being watched closely. Your criminal activities are being watched. Put the criminal's number up there again, 512-393-7800. And let's call the county commissioners. This is important. I want you to call all these, ladies and gentlemen. Had it here in my stack. I can't keep track of everything anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here it is. It's under this stuff. Dr. Jeremy Lyons, superintendent of schools. I know this guy gets big federal bucks and, you know, is put in there as superintendent. At least most of them are. I don't know about him, but this is going on in his school where they bring all the kids in and interrogate them and ask them about mommy and daddy to try to do a dragnet. I mean, think of how evil that is, how un-American. Call up Dr. Jeremy Lyon, probably one of these little guys with a breath mint who pimps around in his little suit and gets off on his lazy-ass government job. Excuse me, I'm just sick of all you parasites. I know who you are. 512-268-2141. That's the superintendent of schools, 512-268-2141. And you tell them this is going to become a national civil rights case, them strip-searching little girls. 512, and who think of the other kids they've been doing stuff to? Who God only knows. 512-268-2141. We've talked to lawyers. You're supposed to, by law, to tell the parents what you did, but you didn't. 512-268-2141. Lori Schroeder, Buda principal, 512-268-8449. 512-268-8449. And here is Hays County Departments. I want to call the county commissioners. Where is that on here? So many of these stupid numbers. Adult probation, auditor, civic center, commissioners court. Call them. Ask for all their extensions. Ask for the county judge. 512-393-2205. 512-393-2205. We want to get a buzz going. They think they're doing all this stuff in the dark. Kind of like they got a concentration camp out back. You know, nobody notices it. No, we're going to expose it. 512-393-2205. 512-393-2205. Ask to speak to the county commissioners, and then you tell them what's going on. You talk to the county court at law, 512-393-7625. And that's basically some of the good numbers to call there. Guys, we're going to stand behind you on this. I've got the lawyer, my lawyer recommended. We got the other two folks. We're going to check it out. Probably go ahead and get you two lawyers, just so you got two. You got cameras. You got materials. At the end of the show, we got to talk to my lawyer because he was reading the riot act, you know, off during the break. And God bless you.
Thank you very much.
You bet, Alex.
You bet. Hey, I can't help everybody under attack, but I am sure going to help people that work here for me. And I appreciate all you, the listeners. And I know we spent 3.5 hours on this today. It's just, this is tyranny. This is what it is. And we've got to recognize it for what it is so we can defeat it. Please call all those numbers. A lot more news coming up. Stay with us. My MySolarBackup.com. A lot of things can cut off your electrical power. Hurricanes, snow, ice storms, global warming, gremlins can chew off your electrical wires. A lot of things can happen. And so instead of sending all your money to Al Gore and carbon taxes, I suggest you take your own power needs out of the control of that control freak and go to MySolarBackup.com. The degenerate control freak, blood-sucking parasites of government and the New World Order don't own the sun yet, folks. So make your move now. MySolarBackup.com, the great power source, 800 watts of power on demand. The solar panel, the system, the charger, the batteries, all of it. Great little system. Get a bunch of these, run your whole house. MySolarBackup.com, 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365.